Come here. Lay down there.
Are you ready then?
Yeah.
You want to start?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't I just start by answering whatever. I'm sure you have questions that maybe you didn't get to talk to Renetta about last night. If you want to go back over those questions for the sake of the rest of your family, whoever didn't hear those answers, I'd be happy to do that. Now, you've already been with the service on special care team for how long?
About 2 weeks now.
Okay.
About 2
Okay.
weeks.
And since then, you've made some changes in your decision as to what you'd like to do about your treatment.
I don't want any treatment.
Okay. Which is why we're at the point we're at, right?
I don't want my mouth hanging open,
Yes.
and I don't want
Put on life support.
I don't want no life support. I just
Okay.
want to go.
And go peacefully.
Go peacefully and just go
Naturally.
be with God.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what we specialize in. And the nice thing is that the nurses who've already been coming to see you on special care team are the same nurses who are the hospice nurses.
Great.
So it works out very nice that you can transition into a different program but have the same nurses and aides that you've already had. The hospice program, though, does come with other advantages. It does give you some extra benefits. And basically, that is, you'll have the benefit of a volunteer, if you choose to have one, which is someone that can just come and sit and maybe allow you to go out for a little while or just rest or get some things done.
It could be anybody in my family.
Well, right, if we have a period of time where someone can't be here during the week, or if we just have a time where someone wants to lay down and rest for a while, but know that someone's watching over you, someone needs a haircut, do some shopping, those are what we use the volunteers for. And they're wonderful, our volunteers. I mean, they really do it out of the goodness of their heart. They love what they do. They are able to administer meds. They have clearances on certifications, all of that. So you don't have to worry about anything with them. We know them all. As long as we can staff it, we will. Once in a while, we'll get into a situation where a volunteer in your area is unavailable or has, too many other things going on, has their own family problems or whatever may happen. But 9 times out of 10, we're able to staff that if you request it. Okay? And the other thing we offer with this program is spiritual counselors. And basically, it doesn't matter what religion you are or what your beliefs are. They are not religiously connected to any one group. They are non-denominational, and they are basically here to just help you spiritually, not religiously so much as complete spiritual picture, okay? And help you with everything that's happening, and they are fantastic. So even if your pastor comes or even if your church is involved, I would recommend at least giving them a shot one time just to see what it's like, because they're very nice. Sometimes too, you're able to talk to them about things that maybe you're not comfortable talking to anyone else about. So, and then of course the social work team, the same team that was available in special care team, will also be following you. Now, for example, I only work on Saturdays, but the rest of the social work team, as you know, is in the office 5 days a week. So there's always someone available to you from social work, okay? Other benefits of hospice program would be the respite care. Now, if something happened and you needed to go into placement for short term, just for maybe 4 or 5 days, whether your family had a crisis, they needed to go away, they were sick, whatever it is that comes up, we contract with certain facilities in the area that will allow you to go there while you're under our care. So we don't discharge you then. As a matter of fact, when you do that, you go and you get the facility's care and the hospice team's care at the same time, which is very nice. So we're always checking, the orders are still coming from us and the doctor. Everything's still the same, and essentially it's double care, which is very reassuring for our families. So that's a huge benefit. The other thing we can do is provide continuous care. Those are for crisis situations, and basically what that is an 8-hour stretch of ongoing care from an LPN, an aide, or an RN, and we will send someone out. Typically it's overnight, and we usually use that whenever we have patients who are having so much pain that they're not well pain controlled, and we want to keep an eye and watch what's happening and get things straightened out. or when we have a family that's just exhausted. You know, they've been up in the middle of the night, they need their rest, and we'll come and stay overnight and allow that family to break, basically.
She's been having bladder bowel control issues since Thursday or the Friday after Thanksgiving. We had a wonderful cousin that came up from Florida and took care of her well, she just left yesterday.
Okay.
And she would take care of her at night. Mom was getting up 2 and 3 times a night and would need cared for. And my brother-in-law is wonderful with her during the day. He cooks all of her meals and takes care of her and everything, but at a 24-hour stretch, it's too much.
It's a lot.
And, I mean, my sister-in-law was here last night and I'm here tonight, but we all work, and I have 2 boys, and it's just real difficult in order for us to, every night, for somebody to be here.
Absolutely.
So if we could get some help in that arena, that would be great for overnight.
Now, as of, you know, again, and when I talk about continuous care, that really is, you know, that is typically a 1 or 2 time situation that we utilize that. And that's a Medicare requirement. You know, it's not something we provide every night. It's not, that
Right.
really is for crisis-only situations. So if we're talking about needing care every night or even every other night, then we need to make a plan in terms of what resources can we pull on to do that. Can we pull on neighbors, friends, family, people from church? Can we hire someone, you know, from a list from the Department of Aging? Can we call an agency and have them send someone? And what are the financial ramifications of that? So those are things we'll need to decide.
My sister-in-law found, Dad was, he's a veteran, and there is help available from the Veterans Administration. But we have to get the paperwork, and it can take up to 9 months for it to get processed.
Right.
And they will cover Mom's care, but it's retroactive from the time we start. But we were going to look into that.
And that is, and do you have a contact person with the veterans? Do you know who to talk to over there?
Betsy just said about it last night. I have to go into the courthouse and get the paperwork for it to get it started.
Right,
But,
right. Now, where did you get the information that they would also provide for her care? I know that they would do that for him. if
She
he were
got on the
patient.
internet and
Okay.
contacted people there, and they emailed her back and gave her information and told her
Okay.
how to go about it.
Great,
So-
great. Okay, different branches, and you know, there's obviously different situations. They do provide attendant care through the veterans, which I'm aware of. I've never used it for a spouse up to this point, so that's definitely something that can be investigated as to, you know, what will they provide for the spouse of a veteran. And
Thank God for internet service.
yes, yes, isn't that a wonderful search engine, huh, to find out more
Yeah.
information about things? It is, it is. My concern is that in the processing of that, we're probably still going to need a short-term plan, because that may in fact take much longer than we have to get that problem resolved. So that's never a short process.
We're hoping that this is going to go away once the radiation and the chemo's stopped, that she'll get control of that, because you're looking at a very healthy lady. And we just found out what she had, but this started in June. And when we found out in October, she was already stage 4.
Okay.
And it's been overwhelming.
It's
And-
very fast. This is a very quick turn, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And it seems like every day it's different, and
Right.
she's declining.
Right.
And that's one of the issues why we met last night,
Okay.
to determine, because the radiation and chemotherapy is going to take her before the cancer does. So, and we thought, I talked to the nurse at the oncology department yesterday, and I talked to Renetta, and both of them said that it was for pain management only, and we're like, there's a better way than this. She can't eat, she can't swallow, we're having issues with the bowel and the bladder, and it's...
Yes, yes, absolutely. You know, I do think you're making the best decision at this point, because, you know, a lot of people feel like because the treatment's there, no matter what the circumstances, you have to do it. You should do it. And in fact, it's just the opposite. The treatment is an option. However, if it's not helping you, if it's not going to cure anything, and if it's in fact making you feel worse, then truly there is a better way than that, you know, and that is to focus on your quality. And we do find sometimes with hospice care that by getting patients regulated and pain controlled and all of those things, we actually improve their time frame.
So you work through with the doctor?
Absolutely. Everything we do is ordered through the doctor. Whoever our attending physician is, we will work with him, and everything we do will be ordered through him. Yes.
Now, if we want to start